we are back, and it is day 13, so it is Thursday, April 2nd. I wonder if anybody got any good April Fool's jokes on you yesterday. If they did, I want you to email me or put it on our Facebook page and let me know what you got. All right, so today is Thursday, April 2nd, day 13. These are our spelling words. Tomorrow, on Friday, I'm going to give you a little spelling quiz. See if you've been practicing. Sun, kiss, scent, prince, jazz, pigs, zip, tricky word here, dresses, and running. Those are your spelling words. Let's do a quick review of our pronouns, which we talked about a couple days ago. Let me write you a little sentence on the board and see if you can help me fill it in with a pronoun on my second sentence. All right, our first sentence. I think it's really cool that we're at a place in the year where you can actually read that sentence without my help, because you know all of the sounds and that tricky word. You know all that. I think that's really cool. All right, so let's read it. Jen danced yesterday. All right, I want to replace Jen with a pronoun. So what pronoun would I use? Would I use he, it, she, they? Good job. I would use she. She had fun. Period. So I took she and replaced Jen, my proper noun, with the pronoun she. Very good. Jen is a noun. She is a pronoun. Remember, a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. All right, let's do another one. Ben rides a horse. And you can decode horse now, because we know that the SE makes the S sound. So you guys can read this sentence all by yourself. Ben rides a horse. All right, I want to use a second sentence and replace Ben with a pronoun. What pronoun would I use to replace Ben? Yell it out so I can hear you. Good job. He. He is a good rider. Period. So I replaced my noun Ben with the pronoun he. I want to add another one, another sentence based on this one. This is like a little story. The horse is big. Period. Now this time I'm going to replace my noun horse with a pronoun. What pronoun would I use to replace the word horse? Would I use she, he, it, they, them? To replace the word horse, I would use, yell it out, it. Very good. Let's see. It, what? It was taller than Ben's dad. And it replaced horse. I used the pronoun it to replace my noun horse. All right, that's a good little review, I want you guys to take out page 9.1. Take out page 9.1. And we will do a little work with some pronouns. So we have our pronouns at the top. They have given us he, she, it, I, and you. Those are our pronouns that they're giving us to use. The house is big. It has lots of rooms. Okay, so we are underlining the pronoun in our second sentence and drawing an arrow. I went a little too far. To the noun it replaces, and then we write our pronoun on the sentence. We did this just a couple days ago. So it's the same thing. The house is big. It has lots of rooms, and it is referring to the noun house. Then we write our pronoun on the line. All right, number 2. Mitch has a black goose. He likes the goose. What is our pronoun in number 2? Yell it out. Good job, he. So we underline he. And he is taking the place of which noun in our first sentence? Good job, Mitch. He is referring to Mitch. Then we write our pronoun on the line. Number 3, Ben said, I have lots of red pencils. All right, the first part, Ben said, what is our noun? Our noun is Ben, okay? So what is our pronoun in our second part that replaces Ben? Ben said, I have lots of red pencils. Good job. I. And that replaces Ben. I want you guys to read number 4. Mom asked Reese, can you feed the horse? It's getting a little tricky, getting a little difficult. I'm gonna challenge you. Mom asked Reese. We have 2 nouns, Mom and Reese. Can you feed the horse? First, let's underline our pronoun. What is our pronoun? And can you feed the horse? Yell it out to me. You. Good job. And is you referring to Reese or Mom? Mom asked Reese, can you feed the horse? Yeah, you is referring to Reese, because Mom didn't ask, can I feed the horse? She said, can you? So you is referring back to Reese. It replaces that. We'll write our pronoun here. All right, number 5. The princess broke her leg. She has to use crutches. So look at your second sentence. And what is the pronoun in your second sentence? Good job. She. That's our pronoun. She is replacing or referring back to which noun? Leg or princess? The princess broke her leg. She has to use crutches. Good job. Princess. And we write our pronoun, she, on the line. All right. Last one, number 6. The mouse is soft. It is a nice mouse. So in our second sentence, what is our pronoun? It. Good job. And is it referring to mouse? You guys are so smart. I just feel like I can hear you answering me out loud, just like you would if you were in the classroom. And then we'll write it on the board. All right, is there anything on the back? Let's flip our paper. Nothing on the back. All right, we'll keep on heading on through this lesson then. That's good practice. And if you want to refer back to that later, just to review, just to keep yourself fresh on pronouns, you can. Just hold on to it, refer back to it. Our next thing we need to do is introduce some new sound spellings for the N sound. So we all know the N. We learned our letter sounds in kindergarten. We practiced them a whole lot in first grade. And then we add new letter combinations to make the same sound. So today, N, we know, N in nut, one N, scent, one N, next, one N. We also know that there are times when we have two N's in a word, it still makes the same sound. Dinner, running, fanning, those are double N's. And there's always odd ducks. And today's new sound is the N sound, but it's spelled with a K-N. The K is silent, okay? The K's just hanging out to look good, okay? It doesn't make a sound, it just hangs around, okay? So, sometimes we'll see the K-N spelling for the N sound at the beginning of a word. Words like knot, I have a knot in my shoe. Knit, I like to knit sweaters, but I don't. And knife, okay? All of these words start with the N sound, but it's spelled with a K-N, okay? Knot, knit, knife. That's one of our new spellings for the N sound. All right. Find page 11.2 in your workbook. We're going to practice with the N spellings. Find 11.2. It looks like this. I'm trying to make it a little bigger. Wow. Okay. Drives me crazy when it's not straight. I feel like I'm writing up the board or down the board. Okay. We have words with the N sound. It is spelled N, single N. It can be spelled N, double N, same sound, N. Or it can be spelled K-N, same sound, N, but with a K-N. Okay, so we're going to go through the words and put our words in the correct column. Our first word, sense. Sense has one N, so it will go in our first column with one N. They also bolded the SE because we learned that. That's one of our new sounds for the S sound. All right. Knit. K-N. Knit. It will go in our K-N column. Knit. Next word, dinner. Dinner has the double N. It will go in our double N column. Dinner. All right. I'm going to let you guys fly solo on the rest of this worksheet. You guys finish this out all by yourself. I want to see beautiful handwriting, okay? You know that's my favorite. Wow work is my favorite. So you guys finish this out. And we're going to move on to our reader story. So put this aside for just a few minutes and come back to it. We're going to go ahead and move into our reader story. I don't think you have this story in your workbook either, so we'll do what we did yesterday, and I will put it up on the board for you. This story is called Ants. And really quick before I read the story, and drop everything in my hand, I want to go over a little bit about today's story. It is about all the exciting things Grace learns about ants at school. You're going to hear the word insect, which is a small animal that has 6 legs and a body formed of 3 parts, like an ant, okay? Inhale, That means to breathe air into our lungs. Inhale. And glimpse. A glimpse is a quick look. Like I may glimpse up at my husband who's filming every now and then because he gives me little codes on what I need to do or stop doing. So I give him a little glimpse every now and then. All right, so our story is ants. I'm going to put that up on the board and we will read that together. All righty. Ants. The next week, Grace came running home after class. "Mom," she said as she raced into the kitchen, "we got an ant farm for our classroom. It's made of plastic so you can see into it. You can look inside and see what the ants are up to. You can see them when they take bits of food back to their nest. It is so cool because you get a glimpse into the lives of ants." Her mom smiled and nodded. She was glad to see Grace filled with excitement. Grace went on, "Miss Francis says that the ants are insects. All ants have 6 legs. Bees and termites are insects too, but they are not as cool as ants. In fact, some ants can lift objects that are 100 times bigger than them." "Cool. What else did Miss Francis tell you?" asked her mom. "Ants have a queen but not a king," Grace said. "The queen is the top ant. She is the boss. The rest of the ants feed her and take good care of her." "I like the sound of that," said her mom. "But it's a hard life for her," said Grace. "She has to make lots of eggs, so she has to be deep in the center of the anthill all the time." Grace stopped to inhale, then she asked, "Mom, can I run out into the yard and look for ants?" "Yes, you can," said her mom, and out Grace ran. All right, that was a short one. That's okay though. Short is perfectly fine. All right, pull out 9.2 from your workbook and let's answer some questions about ants. 9.2 from your workbook. All right, number 1. What is an ant farm? Remember, we want a complete sentence with capitals and punctuation and spelling our words correctly, writing neatly using finger spaces. Okay, what is an ant farm? An ant farm is, that's how we're going to start, so capital A, an ant farm is, and let's finish that sentence. An ant farm is, well, it was plastic, remember, or glass, and you could see through it. You could see what the ants were doing. So we'll say an ant farm is something it's one of our big compound words, something you can look inside of to see what the ants are up to. To see what the ants are up to. What comes at the end? Our period. Very good. What is an ant farm? An ant farm is something you can look inside of to see what the ants are up to. All right. Who is the queen? I'm the queen. I'm just kidding. All right. Who is the queen, though, for real? The queen is, from the story, we know the queen is the top ant. She's the boss lady of the ants. So we'll say the queen, capital T, is the top ant and the boss. And what comes at the end? Our period. Who is the queen? The queen is the top ant and the boss. All right, flip your paper. Normally, I would let you guys do this part all by yourself, but since you don't have this story in your workbook, I'm going to do it with you and help you out, okay? Now, you can go online to your reader and read it there. But if you're watching me online right now, you probably can't do both at the same time. I don't know. So anyway, number 3, how do the rest of the ants take care of the queen? How do they take care of the queen? Do you remember what the story said? We know that they go outside of the ant hill and they bring food in, and so I know they have to help her with that. So let's see. Let's restate the question and start with the rest of the ants, capital T, the rest of the ants take care of the queen by feeding her. Yeah, that sounds good. By feeding her, because she can't leave. She has to eat and lay lots of eggs. She can't leave. How do the rest of the ants take care of the queen? The rest of the ants take care of the queen by feeding her. Number 4, why could the queen's life be a hard life? So let's think about it. What would make the queen's life a hard life? You would think if you just had to sit and make eggs and eat, that would be an easy life. But we all know how hard it is to stay inside the house and not leave, because we are experiencing that right now. And it's driving some of us a little crazy. But let's get back to what we're doing, okay? Why could the queen's life be a hard life? Well, probably because she can't leave the anthill. So let's put that in a complete sentence. And let's restate our question and our answer, okay? The queen's life could be a hard life. The queen, apostrophe S, because it shows ownership, it's her life. The queen's life could, tricky word, could be a hard life because B-E-C-A-U-S-E, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, because she has to make a lot of eggs, a lot of eggs, and stay inside the ant hill. And while that may sound like an easy life to some people, we know it's not easy staying inside. All right, good job, friends. I'm pretty sure that's all we had in our lesson today. I want you guys to go back and finish your worksheet that we didn't finish yet with your sounds and your K-N for your N, double N, and K-N sounds. And I will see you tomorrow. Be ready for that spelling test. Bye, guys.